Did the title of this video get you to click on it? Good. This is something really important we need to discuss about the current implementation of Android battery optimization. Something that's been driving me absolutely crazy in using the LG V20 of late has been the really austere battery optimizations found in the more recent builds of Android, starting with Marshmallow and then getting even more aggressive on Nougat. As we await battery technology to evolve to keep up with our current daily lifestyles, we're employing a number of different tricks to keep our mobile devices powered throughout the day. For example, newer versions of fast charging, like the supercharger on the Mate 9. Maybe we really can't get the phone to run longer per amp, but for those times you do need to plug it in, maybe we can abbreviate the amount of time you need to keep it connected to a charger. The other side of the equation addresses software. How do apps and services relate to battery drain, especially those apps running in the background? And that's where battery optimization can go and take a running leap into a toxic dumpster fire. I'm being really cheeky about this, and there are some things that battery optimization does well, like reining in those runaway apps that keep waking your phone up and utilizing the CPU at times they don't really need to be. Unfortunately, what I've been finding in my usage of phones like the LG V20 on Android 7.0 Nougat, I don't seem to be getting any better battery longevity, and those services that I rely on to stay alive in the background of my phone just seem to be getting interrupted. A very specific example would be Netflix. I'm really trying to convince my wife to just fully cut the cord and get rid of what's left of our cable package, so we've been streaming a lot of content through Chromecast to our TV. And the way that Chromecast alerts every single phone on your network as to what's playing and allows them to control what's playing, I'll have to rant about in a separate editorial. Netflix and Chromecast, a perfect example of battery optimization run amok, where after about 2 episodes of a sitcom, this management software has killed Netflix running in the background. Obviously, I'm not using it, so I don't need it. And then if we go to pause or play something different or just fire up anything else, we have to go through that dance of reinitializing the phone with the Chromecast over the network, and that interaction just takes so much longer, so much more screen on time, closing apps, reopening apps, that I can't believe I've actually saved battery in the long run. And this has been happening more often with a number of services I rely on, mostly those services which connect to other pieces of equipment, like my car management software, which connects to a plug-in to the car computer and it's over a Bluetooth connection, and then I'll finish a long drive and find that my phone didn't actually properly track all of the information I wanted it to. Going back to phones like the Honor 8, Huawei's custom software for managing the battery was obnoxiously aggressive about shutting everything off in the background. Now on the Mate 9, they've actually kind of loosened the leash up a little bit. There's still a ton of resource management happening, and I'm not sure I believe Huawei's claims about machine learning really impacting performance over time, but I find fewer apps are just cut off at the knees when you minimize them from your screen. And of course, Google's darling, the Pixel XL, just seems to handle background services much more gracefully. Ironically enough, I forgot to charge my Pixel before shooting this video. So getting back to my V20, and you all should know by now what a big fan I am of this phone, but this behavior from LG has become extremely irritating. Out of the box, there's very little to alert the users to what's going on with their power management. Fire up a game and it's performing really poorly, and then you dig into those battery settings and you see there's a game optimizer mode. And it takes some time to even find where those battery optimization settings live, and then the process of manually green lighting or bypassing those settings so that certain apps aren't killed in the background. And that's all provided that the consumer even cares that much to do that deep of an investigation. I think we know plenty of people in our social circles who would use something like this for a short period of time, declare it's not good battery, and then just swap it for something else which seems to work better. I know a lot of y'all are going to be frustrated by me saying this, but I don't have these kinds of issues when I pick up an iPhone 7 Plus. So folks, we want to hear from you. Back in the early days of Android, we all tried to walk away from those app cleaners and app managers, all expecting that Android would actually do a better job of managing this stuff. And now Android is sort of building these types of features, control, and management software directly into the operating system. Is this the right way to help us manage our battery life, or should there be better notifications and better alerts to users as to what's going on with their power? Drop us a comment down below. Those are the kinds of conversations I love getting into. As always, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to this channel for more cranky rants like these, and to help us out with some sharing on your favorite social networks. For Pocketnow, I'm Juan Carlos Bagnell, some gadget guy on Twitter and Instagram, and I will catch you all on the next video.